G'day everyone, welcome back. Todd from Toxic Garage Customs. Thanks for being with me. Well, I don't know how to explain where I am at the moment, so I'm going to let Phil, the owner, explain a couple of things for me in a moment. But I think just by looking in behind me here, you'll see there's some pretty interesting stuff going on here. Now, I've been here, Phil's been so generous with his time. I've been here with Davina for a couple of hours, sorry, a good hour, and I could spend days here. So anyway, I'm just going to walk over, I'm just going to flip the camera around. Firstly, I'll ask Phil to say a couple of words in a minute, but this is Phil.
Hi guys, how you going?
Thanks, Phil. So look, what you can see here, like eclectic, yep, that's one way of putting it. We've got big single thumper dirt bikes, got like lariat trucks, we've got a 63 Chev, we've got a J-Series Bedford tow truck over here with a poly motor ready to go into it, got a Triumph over here, got a Sporty with ape hangers, we've got 10-speed Kawasaki dirt bikes and homemade push bike dirt bikes that look like pea-shooter Harleys. Like there's just everything. And this is just the inside. This thing here, what's this called, Phil?
It's called a Rational. It's a 1947 KB1 International, a 454 with an 871. Street driven. It's the beast.
Yep, the beast. And you've been roading this for 15 years, you said,
yeah,
mate?
It's been on the road for about 15 years now.
Yep. And you were saying that it's been in magazines all around the world.
Yeah, we've had a couple of American magazines and UK magazines come and do interviews with us when we're at shows and have a feature on it. It's been very popular.
Yep, it's understandable. This is me. This is right up my alley. See if I can get some light on here. Nope, not going to be able to. That's okay, I can see all right. So, yeah, it's got a chop. What's the chop, Phil?
Just a chop.
Yeah,
just
a chop.
All it look good, yeah. Yep. There's no measurements taken, just brought down. My mate Steve is the welder extraordinaire that did most of the work on it for me. I can't take the credit.
Beautiful. And you said it's on WB chassis?
Yes.
Yep, WB chassis. Well, there's French caddy tail lights, speed holes. Look at this, it's full of knickknacks, by the way. Like, if you haven't noticed, there's knickknacks sort of everywhere. But yeah, you say 871, 671?
871.
871?
871 four chamber.
Yep, beautiful. Well, this spider web fuel tank brackets. Looks like original. Oh no, it's not original. Something.
No, it's the mate's company.
Yep.
Your design.
Yep. And so what was your mate? Your mate that does all the pinstriping. What was his name, mate?
Miles.
Miles. Yep. Miles.
He lives in Canberra. But yeah.
Yep. Phil's been showing me around some of Miles's work, and it's absolutely incredible. Like his level of quality is absolutely incredible, and just everywhere Phil was showing me, there was more of Miles's work. Look at this, Lariat 460. If you're not familiar with this, this has got like the little panoramic opera windows in the back, and it's got captain's chairs in it, rotate around. Yeah, as I said, 460, big block, left hook, beautiful. Who can't love an old fuel bowser? This may be a locker, but it looks like a fuel bowser. Oil company memorabilia, you want some? We've got plenty. No worries. And you're a member of a club, Phil?
I am Ratrod, the Rumblers Ratrod Club.
Yep.
I've been in Tasmania for probably 20 years now. I've been a member for about 5.
Yep.
Just fabulous. I was in Fawcett Hot Rod Clubs before the Rumblers, but we used to do a lot of stuff together, so it made sense to be a Rumbler.
Yep, absolutely. And Phil's been telling me some stories. I couldn't possibly go over them. Not that any of them are bad or secretive or anything, but so many stories. But you know, the memorabilia, every single thing, almost every single thing that you can see here, and things that will look around, Phil knows the story behind it, like where it came from, the person that painted it and gave it to the person before them, and the sign that's underneath that one, and why it's there, and the reason a logo had to be changed, or the reason a sign got taken down and a name of a club got changed from, what was it? The
Drag Strip Demons and the early Ford Club to the Valley Rodders, and lots of little history up.
Yeah, just incredible. And how beautiful is this 63, 283 Power Glide, right-hand drive. How long you had this one, Phil?
About 3 years.
3 years. just lovely, just a lovely cruiser. Look, up in the shed, up the back there. Can we have a look up at there, Phil?
Yeah, mate.
Is that all right? Yep, okay. Look, as I said, guys, I could just keep doing this. I'm trying to show this camera around so you can pause this and look back as many times as you want. Where are you, Phil?
We're at Rose Garland, outside of New Norfolk in Hobart, Tasmania.
Okay, fantastic. And you've been here for about 3 years?
3.5 years, yeah.
3.5.
And my wife bought it as an abandoned warehouse. It's an old service station, bus depot service station built in 1953. We bought it about 3.5 years ago and converted it into this.
Yep. And in that time, this collection, obviously some of it came with you, this collection has been put together here. A bit of glare on the camera there. Who doesn't need a tow truck to pick up? Let's face it, some of our cars do have a tendency to need a tow every now and then, don't they? Sure, none of Phil's do. Yeah. I'm sure they're great. Like as I said, guys, I can keep walking around. I'd never noticed that. What's that? A
GPZ 550.
Yeah, 550. It's got the digital speedo in the tank. No, that was the Z1100.
The turbo one.
Yep. We used to have a GP Z1100 B1 with a B2 head. It was a nice bike. Yeah, and mind if I open this? Check this out. Check this out. Phil not only makes, builds, decorates, curates, whatever you want to say, all this gear. He does his own hydro dipping. Look at this. I'll show you the Triumph in a moment. This steering wheel, the dash in this J2 Bedford, and look at this T-key steering wheel. If that's not gear shifter. If that's not a gear shifter, I don't know what is. But as I said, guys, if you're into the detail, Phil's had some beautiful shiny cars in his day. He's had GTs and Corvettes and all sorts of things. And obviously the Belair over there is shiny. It's got history. It's got patina in inverted commas. But he's well in love with his Ratrod style of cars. Now, I would love to show you more of Irrational. It's obviously in a space where it is at the moment, but I'm sure if you Google it, you're going to find some more information about this car anyway. I think that one there is Phil's pride and joy, is the feeling I get. But look at this. This was hydro dipped by Phil. That's incredible. I've never done hydro dipping. I know the process. Phil's done it. He worked it out. Everything's a piece of art, by the way. You know, why do you sit an 8-ball on top of an old shifter? Because you can. Beautiful. Let's have a look outside. Just while I'm walking over to this other room, Phil did say, but this is an old service station, so this is, Phil's decorated this to be what you see, but this is actually an old service station building, so it's just like incredible. Like where we're about to go in this little room, the floorboards are impregnated with engine oil. Being an old mechanic myself from the day, this is just incredible. You know, like you just know what's gone on in these rooms. This you've got a V4 Dodger, like mini rocket covers, are they?
No, they're V4.
Oh, V4. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Transit van 1.7 litre V4.
Yep. Yeah. On a Dodgem car.
On a Dodger car.
With a homeboy load rider. You'll make it run?
We'll make it run.
Oh, what are you going to put in this?
Yep, the V4.
The V4.
So I've got a complete motor. All the heads, block, everything come from it. We've got the block in being X-rayed to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
But I've got everything. All the manifolds are down there, inlet manifolds. I've put it on a subframe. I'm going to have to extend the back of this about 4 inches so I can fit in behind the motor. But I had it running on an electric wheelchair base, but it has to be petrol powered.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible. Little MX-80 down here. Like, as I said, I think Phil's phone's ringing. As I said, absolutely just covered. Copper gaskets left, right and centre. I'll show you a bit of artwork. Remind me guys, to show you. A oil can display that Phil made out of a couple of flathead copperhead gaskets. Incredible. Look at this, old riveter. All sorts of stuff, like you name it. Like, you know what you're looking at, guys. You know what you're looking at. I know what you're looking at. This thing here, this is an oxygen resuscitator kit. That's an oxygen bottle. It's like It's actually certified, or can be certified. To me, it looks like something that would be in the back of a Ratrod truck, a bit like that one out there, because it looks like it needs to be there. But it still operates. You can save a life with that. Incredible. Incredible. And this, what was this young lady's name?
This is Charlie.
Charlie.
Frankie's out the front. This is Charlie.
Look at this. Brand new uniforms in plastic. Phil has a habit of people dropping things off for him at his front door when he gets home. Why? Because they know that it's going to be curated and looked after well. And I've got to point out, this is not a business. This is Phil's home. This is his private collection. But I pulled up and we wanted to take a photo, and Phil just happened to walk out, and I said, do you mind if I take a photo? And his exact words were, if you want to take a photo of this, you'll love what I've got inside. And I've been here for quite a while. Quite a man. Okay, so over here, Phil was telling me about this jacket collection here. So what we have here is the original Rumblers logo. Can't be using that. That's from America. So we had to develop the Tasmanian Rumblers logo. But you've got the Drag Strip Demons, which was a club that existed for only a short period of time, but Phil's got the history of it. The Valley Rodders, there's a bit of a secret behind that jacket. Not going to go there. We got some other stuff. Look at this. Harley Davidson, Marlboro Man's missing his jacket. You want oil collections? Look at that. I'm looking around here as I'm filming this stuff. I didn't even notice. Look at that, will you? Incredible. This is that thing that I told you to remind me to show you. That's an oil bottle stand. With you, there you go, Shacko, if you're watching this, mate. There's your one-shot pinstripe paint, mate. Made out of gaskets, copper gaskets. Just about everything here is automotive, but some stuff is not necessarily automotive, it's just period correct. My wife fell in love with the chandelier. Who could not have a chandelier in their garage, seriously? There's a piece of Armco rail there with the Rumblers on it. Phil and I were questioning, wonder how it got the big dent in the middle of it. There's a story behind that. Phil doesn't know the story, I don't know the story, but someone knows the story about how that got bent. Coupe de Ville, this club ceased existing and was changed.
Joe's Garage.
Joe's Garage.
Joe's Garage down in Tasmania. But that's the sign that was off the side of the Black Prince Hotel before it became Joe's Garage.
Yeah, yep. So, like some history there. And this gentleman just here who is not with us anymore. What was his name? Joe?
Matt.
Oh, Matt. Matt, who's not with us anymore. Phil was telling me some really nice stories about him, and just there's things to remember people by. It's not only Joe's Garage, it's not only Coupe de Ville, it's not only the Black Prince Hotel, but there's Matt. There's all these stories that go there, and as I said, we were standing there going, wonder what the story is behind why that Armco rail got bent. Someone might know. Look at that, got a rail. It's a rocker cover rail. It's like a 186 rocker cover. Beautiful. As I said, everywhere you turn, there's something else. You got smoky diesels. You want smoky diesels. This was all worked by
Peter Lee from the Rumblers.
Peter Lee from the Rumblers. Like, just incredible. Again, Shacko, if you don't know, watch the video. Shacko is my pinstriper. Oh, it sounds like I own him. Shacko's a pinstriper, a good pinstriper. Shacko, you'll love this stuff, mate. Beautiful. I'll show you outside. As we leave, I'll show you outside because, as I said, this is actually a service station. But I'll show you outside the front when we leave. Let's have a look out the back.
Apologise for my lawn.
Phil asked me to apologise for his lawn. I think it looks very cute with the flowers. What's your dog's name, Phil, again? Arizona. Now, I'll let Phil do it in a little while, but you ought to see Arizona catch this bowl. Doesn't chase a ball, chases dog food bowl. Anyway, in the backyard here, who doesn't need a piece of Armco rail and some signs? You're trying to trip me over, aren't you? What do we got? Looks like a Fordson grill, a Land Cruiser bonnet, an F1 bonnet, bit of yard art. That's a supercharger off a boat just there. All sorts of things. I don't know, what's that, a Model T maybe, a Woody, more petrol Bowsers, bit of yard art, couple of looks like Bedford mudguards, some headers, you name it. There's just stuff everywhere. Even got a Renault. It's a taxi. Look at that. As I said, everything's a story. got a straight 8 motor there. Just little things like this. Phil didn't want to put a hole in the Renault, so these are actually part of a steering wheel. Tractor. Over here, in here, we've got an F500, I think it is. 300 cubic inch 6-cylinder motor, Canadian block. On the back of it's got a Fiat Topolino chassis with a sand drag car, motorbike tyres. What was that? That was a Vauxhall or something over there. This Mercedes just here, yes, it's the one with the stacked headlights. This has got to have an LS3 in it. So a 6.2 litre alloy V8. This XF, well, it's got to have a 351 in it. Bit of everything. Everywhere you look. Everywhere you look. Speedboat, it's going to have a full metal flake paint job. Now, just little things, Phil's into detail. The speedo in this thing, it came with it. Bit hard to see. It's a miles per hour speedo. It's just beautiful. There's all stuff here. It's got to have some extensions here, a bit of a mezzanine, spiral staircase. The rumblers have club mates here as well. And Phil's built himself, oh look, a V8 badge. Phil's built himself, he's got his mower shed. So this was all parts that were hanging around the Bedford when he got it. Signs, never run short of fuel around here. Hadn't even noticed the wheelbarrow. Look at that. Why? Because you can. Yep, so who doesn't need a cool mower shed? Look at that BP. Oh, that beautiful. Everything's lovely. Phil's, this is a Bedford. It's got to be on a Japanese chassis. But look at this. What was this, Phil? Satellite disc, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Yep, because you can. Even the wood holder, wood store. But this is Phil's latest project. This is his diner. Now, this is damn cool, I reckon. I like this. This is a detail. Now, this signboard, Phil's got a good friend that has a sign company.
Sign company called Claude Neon.
Claude Neon. And there's lots of different signs. Phil repurposes things. Truck going past. Phil repurposes things. So if there's an old sign and it was nothing that was particularly special, he makes it special by his friend actually will cut out logos and so on and put them over to change them. I might happen to have exactly that sign just there in my garage. But this, not particularly old, I think you can see that. But the deal is here, when his friends come here for a club meet, rather than sign anything, they get to put the price on. So, someone here's priced the flake and chips at $9.50, and forever that'll be his item that he priced. Pretty cool. Anyone can put their signature. No one I know can claim to have priced the flake and chips at Phil's place. Look at that. Because why wouldn't you have a flathead V8 sitting there in the front part of a chassis, still with the number plate attached? Apparently the road's closed. But look at this diner. This is a work in progress. Okay, if you haven't worked out, this is actually a shipping container. Apparently a lot of people miss that. Hello, sir. Would you like to be seated? This, Phil seems to think this might be some sort of grape press or something. He made it. So this table, so that he could level it, or you just wind the handle and it can level up. But he actually put that there because it had chrome legs, and when you were swinging your knees in, you bashed your knees. So what do? You modify it. I might have the same radio as well, only mine's broken in many pieces. Absolutely lovely. Look at this. Why would you not want to sit here with your milkshake, watching your dog chase his water bowl, looking at your collection? I know I would. Well done, Phil. This place is an absolute credit to you, mate.
Thank you very much.
You're a gentleman. You've shown us around your place. You didn't have to do that, and it was incredible. So I appreciate it, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thank
it's
you.
lovely to share it with people that like the same stuff that I do. So.
Oh, absolutely. It'd be inhumane not to. And as promised, guys, this is the front. So this is the front of the property here. Look at this. Absolutely incredible. Apparently a lot of people pull up and say, is this a business? Can we come in? Is it a museum? Nope. It's just a house. It is just a house. But everything is a piece of artwork. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. This thing is not even bolted together, but it's still a piece of artwork. Just incredible. This reminds me of Route 66, and I'm sure this has been heard many, many times before. So, yeah, what can I say? I'm sure if you're swinging past here and you see this, you pull up, you'll probably be given a tour as well. Cheers, guys.